Gemini. This is Esoteric Tales and Tarot. This is your January 2024 crystal ball scrying and tarot reading. And I have to say, I just wanted to give you a big hug, is what I was feeling, Gemini, because it feels as though over that Christmas kind of Thanksgiving and coming into the New Year period, it feels like there's somebody or a loved one or a pet or somebody that was very close to you that was missing from the table. That's what I was feeling, as though you've had like a loss that's noticeable at this time of year. So I was sorry to be feeling that feeling there, Gemini, but it was just as though it was really hitting you at this time of year. And I feel as though the music that I was picking up when I was scrying in the crystal ball as well was sort of a little bit in line with that, but also bringing in some other messages. So it's a beautiful song she's a young singer I saw her on Instagram. Her name's Billie Ann, Billianne, something like that. And her song is a new one called Towers of Sequins, and it's like a cityscape. So towers of sequins as in the lights brightly shining. And I could see that in the crystal ball as well, like a whole lot of little lights and a cityscape coming up. And I felt as though the other thing, Gemini, maybe some of you that are listening in are, going away to university or you're in a different location. And that could be the reason why you're missing loved ones as well. If they haven't crossed over on the other side, it could be that you've just been away from them and that haven't been around family at a time of holidays when others are, as though you're sort of looking around and you're asking. Some of the lyrics in that song, it'd be really good for you to listen to it. She's questioning, am I going to be all right? And I really feel like you are, Gemini. Like this is the hardest of the times at the moment. So I feel as though good things are coming to you. And it's like this, if you are in a different location or if you've had to go somewhere temporarily or maybe you've relocated, it's going to be a really good opportunity for you, for your future. It's like absolutely you should have done that. Because whatever opportunities are coming, whether it's a new relationship or new adventure that I see here, it's a really lovely one. I saw pet fur there too, so maybe you're even having to be away from pets as well. You might have had to have left them behind to be going in this new way because perhaps they can't come with you. But I want to remind you, Gemini, that, your loved ones are always with you as well, even in spirit. You have them, you can tap into their energy. Even if you're just relocating and you're away from your pets, when you're thinking of them, you're connecting into their energy as well. And I felt as though somebody had been, or something feels as though it's been eclipsed. I was seeing that, and maybe it was in eclipse season as well, where you had to move away, or where somebody left or was departed. So it was sort of it's made me feel, I feel tired as well, Gemini. I think this will be a reading that I kind of finish up on for this evening, because it was just making me feel, as though, okay, I need to rest. And I feel as though that's what you need to do, Gemini, because I'm drawing in on your energy and it feels like it's been emotional what's happened, whether it's, just missing people or feeling as though, this is the energy that you want to have, the Ten of Cups all together. And I mean, that's what's so nice, is that this is where you'll be again. So this is the first card that's come out to remind you that, family and loved ones are with you always. And I was thinking, even if they're up in spirit, like this is the Ten of Cups, the balloons, just making me think of sending out the messages for, to feel the love back. And this looks like a photograph. It looks like, maybe you're sending off messages, or maybe you're doing more of a FaceTime this time, Gemini, to some people, not everybody's there. Also, looking at this crystal now that I've just moved this way, this is an amethyst. This would be perfect for you to have near you or with you at this time, because it's a beautiful, peaceful stone and amethyst. And, I always think these beautiful purple protective kind of colors, but also very peaceful, good for sleeping. Also, lavender would be good to use as well if you're having trouble sleeping. That is really nice. Put an amethyst, carry one with you or put it underneath your pillow, because that's a sort of, nice energy that you can have coming in, is a nice, peaceful vibe and peaceful energy. You've got a King of Wands. What nice energy to come through. So some fiery energy. So there could be out of your family, it could be the personal people that you're missing, or somebody significant could be a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries sign. Or, I was just thinking you're feeling as though you're going from, maybe it's the bright lights, big city, and it's going to be a totally different environment. And, perhaps it's going to be a real adventure that you're heading towards, and maybe you feel like it's your true self that's going to be able to come out, or perhaps you're going to be meeting people that are like that have got a really playful, adventurous spirit about them. We've got the Sun card coming out, Leo again, so we've got this strong fire energy here with the Ten of Cups. And perhaps this is a beautiful family dynamic here. Maybe even the adventure is where you need to head to bring somebody in who's going to be good in a family sense, because again, this is the childlike energy coming in. In this case, I'm feeling as though it's good communication, and like there's an opportunity. Maybe you're working with children as well, Gemini, and that's going to be something that's going to be really, really worthwhile. So something to do with children. You could be a nanny or an au pair, or you could be working in childcare as well, or have young children, and that could be a stay-at-home mother or father figure, which is also just absolutely lovely energy that I'm feeling here. But yeah, having that real childlike kind of feeling towards this new adventure that you're on, even if it's a new area, a new occupation, just having that really sense of innocence and fun towards it, to see what could come here. You've got beautiful energy now, Ace of Swords as well, so great communication. Gemini, this is your sort of field, the swords suit. So you've got everything that you need to be able to complete this new journey, walking through a new gate, going through a new sort of portal, and all of these books here stacked up as though you're going to be able to download any kind of information that you need. So if you have that doubt that comes up in the lyrics of that song, will I be okay? I think that this is saying absolutely you will. Happy life, strong, solid, fiery, good people that are in your life. This beautiful sun energy coming in, Ace of Swords. I mean, and now an emotionally stable, solid king coming in here as well. So two kings here. You've got the King of Cups now. So your Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio type energies coming in very good with their emotions and being able to express themselves, looking pretty relaxed here in the boat with a cup of coffee or something. So, could be out fishing and looking like they're commanding the waterways pretty well there, Gemini. So maybe the new adventure is near water as well, and maybe there's going to be some new hobbies and people around that are embracing you. I'm seeing the hearts here, so could be that they're loving having you around. Could be somebody over in spirit as well that is thinking of you two and sending energy. Maybe they had a connection to water as well. And we've got the Page of Cups, so could be nice, maybe possibilities of something starting in this new adventure that's romantic here. Yeah, we've got the Fool energy at the bottom of the deck. So a perfect card, and it's come up in several of the readings, which is kind of my January New Year's card here, because it's a 0 card, the Fool. So it's the very beginning of a new cycle. So things closing out and something absolutely new starting. I really feel like Geminis, you're on to something absolutely new here. So maybe a career closed out, and you've had to start out and you're ready to go, and you're feeling a bit like, oh, am I going to be okay? Perhaps it's university, maybe you finished high school, you're heading off for the first time, or you were in one and changed over, relocated, you're going with a relationship, something like that, where there's a big significant movement that's going to happen. And I feel like it's early on in the start of the year. So interesting times. I feel like it's going to bring a lot of happiness, once you settle in, and, feeling a little bit lost or topsy-turvy, or like your energy's scattered, is normal, and wanting to stay inside and hide away with this Hermit energy, really very reflective. I always think of Virgos and Taurus as those kind of earth sign energies that are quite happy at home and like to analyze and interpret and look into all the detail before they go into things. And you sort of think, well, that's the temptation, but here the encouragement is to have a balance of that, but also coming out of your shell, and exploring and not worrying, not concerning yourself with what's going to happen, because don't be a hermit and just stay inside. Get out there. Look at this King of Wands. He's very much the life of the party and showing himself, and you've got this sort of very nice fruitful energy that's coming through here. So these kind of matching powerful cards are really just really, really nice to see. You've got your whole Empress sort of abundant energies coming through here, your fiery, really having your Nine of Pentacles, your independent, can head off, so masculine or feminine, feeling like they're in their power. They're able to have the abundance by going forward on this adventure. So perhaps where you're headed was offering more money or stability. Here we go. Maybe you were looking for that pay rise and you were able to get it, or it's coming. There's going to be more balance. You're coming out of having the crumbs, and you're going to have a sort of even distribution of wealth now. Aquarius energy coming in now with the star sign here, just absolutely beautiful, because again, you've got the balance of emotions, and you're wishing on a star. And what was the thing, the sequins, the looking like the stars on the city skyscape is what I was seeing. Those 10 million people and all the stars, and maybe you're actually heading off to become a star. Perhaps that's what it is. Maybe you're going to do something and be out there and putting yourself out there and becoming a YouTube sensation, or perhaps you're going to release something, a book, seeing this here, something that you've written, or a play, or something that you've studied, that you're quite knowledgeable about, that you have a lot of skill with, that you have a real intuition for. It could be something musical or artistic that you're going to have success with here. And this is again coming up right next to asking your angels and guides, because I was feeling as though that's connected to that energy there of your Pisces, your Cancers and your Scorpios, but also that downloading of information coming in, and feeling as though you're in your High Priestess energy. Interesting here, because over the Page of Cups, we've got a couple of jumpers that have come out. We've got it is water energy, and in between these two, because I said the King of Cups could be a Scorpio, you've got the Death and Rebirth card, the Scorpio representing card, and of course people get worried with the Death card, but it's absolutely fantastic to come out along with, you know, your full type energy, which is on the bottom of the deck for this time of year, because, you know, it's finishing out the cycles and starting a new one, which, you know, brings in wonderful energy. And it comes with the Ace of Rods. You've got passion here, and the Lovers, which is you guys, the Gemini card. So beautiful for relationships. It could be a Scorpio that is part of this storyline, but just beautiful to have Page of Cups, you know, emotional energy on the table, Ace of Rods, passion and expression. And, you know, Scorpios can be quite fiery too, and quite a good match with Geminis as well. You know, the lovely energy here of having a possibility of, you know, either a passionate friendship or relationship. And the Eight of Swords is on the bottom of the deck, which is with the Fool. So don't feel as though you've got yourself in something that where you're trapped and feeling like you're bound to it. Just a caution there, Gemini, because this is, of course, all things that are up in your head, and you can get up in your head because you're an air sign, and often, you know, you can become overwhelmed with your thoughts and over analyzing. So, you know, there's a wonderful tower here in the background, which reminds me of that song again. You know, the towers that are the sequins don't make you feel like you're trapped in this new location, because the opportunities are there. There's loose binds here. There's actually nothing happening. The swords are in the ground, and you can step out through this way out of the situation that you feel it's all up in your head, as though you feel like you've gotten yourself caught up in a situation, which isn't actually the case. You know, this is only things that are of benefit to you, from what I can see here, that's a story that's playing out in front of me. So let's ask a question about our romance angels and see whether there's something else that we can get here, Geminis, about relationship sort of advice, because it looks like there's something here that's interesting towards the end of the reading regarding the Lovers, the Death card, and the Ace of Rods, a bit of passion there. So let's see whether there's something that wants to come out for 2024. And here we go. We've got the Make the Effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And that's something that I kind of alluded to before. Maybe you're having to relocate to chase after love. Maybe you're having to make the big effort and have to do that. Perhaps you've followed your heart and you're kind of thinking, oh God, I don't know how this is going to turn out. But, you know, it becomes the 10 of Cups. So great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Or maybe where you're headed to, you're going to meet a person that's going to make that come in. So, you know, don't stick in the hermit energy. Think about the 10 of Cups, that making the effort, so coming out of your shell and, you know, presenting yourself. Wear the clothes that are going to be putting you out there. You know, put something on where you think, oh, what would people say? And think, yeah, what they'll say is that, wow, I look fabulous. You know, because these two came out together, and I think, wow, that's pretty cool. Really expressing yourself in the way, you know, being who you really are. You know, new places, new energy, and I think it's going to be really good for you, Gemini. So thanks very much for listening in. I hope this resonates with you. Please like, share and subscribe. Comment on my videos too. Let me know if there's anything that you want to see coming up. I hope that Billy Ann song about the Towers of Sequins, I hope that resonates with you, because it's a beautiful song. Happy New Year. I hope you had a very Merry Christmas, and don't forget that you're always watched over and guided. So Make sure that you still keep your loved ones in mind to give you guidance and help. Thanks for listening in, Gemini. Have a great month, and I'll chat to you throughout it. Thanks. Bye.